Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello, Miss Linda. Hi, how are you? I'm doing well. We got so much to cover, guys. I'm going to be here for a little while. So hang with me while we address all the crooks, the cons, the narcissistic people, all types of people. All right, we're going to get them. We're going to check them down as we see them. If you guys jump on, hit the like button, hit subscribe if you are not subscribed. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. I think I want to say morning all the time because I love morning time. I think it's a blessing when God wakes you up. So I love, love, love morning time. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. So we're going to talk about Miss Ariana, honey. Even though I do wish the best for her, I really don't want to see nobody extremely hurt, or whether they got a big mouth or not. So even though I wish the best for her, we still have to talk about the event itself because that's what we're going to do. All right. Um. So let's see, because I got a whole lot of stuff we got to cover. So they say Miss Ariane, honey. Y'all know what they say? Miss Ariane has been attacked. Um, last at this bar, this club, whatever you want to call it. And it is still allegedly because I have not yet to see the video. I don't know who sent them. I don't know how it came about. So it's still allegedly to me. Some people are saying that they saw the video. I have not yet to see the video. And then when I did go on somebody's page that somebody told me to go on, the video was like, it wasn't a video. It was just like her recapping. So I don't know if I was on the wrong page or not. But to be honest, y'all, I probably wouldn't have been able to watch the fight anyway if I did because I have saw fights go the wrong way, and people lose their lives over a fight. So for me personally, it's a little bit too much to process when I think about the dynamics of a fight, how you can hit your head or whatever, whatever. Although I got like I got a beast in me that probably nobody can control at certain times. I don't encourage violence. So even though she might have got tapped up on for whatever reason, but somebody has said in my comments that she was tapped up on for being the picture in one in another husband's phone, right? What, Miss Linda? They go to court on August 3rd, 2 o'clock p.m. allegedly. Honey, I need to be in the courtroom. I need to be a fly on the wall, honey, because I need to find out what was he what is he thinking? What is he thinking? I need to be a fly on the wall. I want to know what makes his activity any different from hers. Hers is productive, his is not. Okay, he's drying up on somebody's stomach, and she's not. So if I look at it, even though somebody was in the comments this morning, Ms. Linda, and they were saying that Melanie did know about the affair, about the relationship or whatever they called herself doing. Only thing she wasn't familiar with was like the kids meeting her. So that would be considered a liar because I know y'all think I'm Team Melody. I'm not Team nobody. I'm right or wrong. Call an ace a ace and a spade. Okay, if you're wrong, you're wrong. You right, you're right. Because at this point, this people are always going to side with her anyway because his repeated behavior. So I feel like she don't have to lie to get her point across. So if she knew about the affair prior to, what are you gaining by telling us that you found out when we found out? That's corny. You know what I mean? So if that is true, allegedly is what I'm going to say. But if that is true, like that was corny, I feel like you could have told the whole truth. People talking about the show up. Charlene, wait. Listen, I'm telling y'all, I can't do fights. I'm like one of them people. Like we was in the club and a fight was coming. I'm the runner. Okay, I'm running because if bullets start flying or somebody hit their head on the curb and somebody die, I ain't witnessed nothing. I am not that kind of friend. So if you looking for me to go to the fun and run with you, I don't want to. I'm not that kind of person at all. But I do want to know who husband was it. I I want to know who husband was it. Like, how did it happen? Like, did she just look at her husband's phone at the club, or like, was this an affair that was already brought to the forefront, and she knew that she was going to be there, like, and they linked up and was like, I know that trick going to be there today, like, I want to know, like, I can really imagine how it went, and especially since I was watching, I think I was on the right page when somebody sent me over there. It was like her name was New. Knew, and she was just saying that like Ariana was falling over drunk, and she really didn't see anybody serve her any drinks. She must have had something before she got to the club because she couldn't imagine how she got that drunk. And once she realized, her as the friend realized like how it was going to go, she was like, let me get the hell up out of here. But Arionna decided to stay. So she didn't see the fight. At least that was what was reported or what's being said, that the friend didn't see the fight. But let me tell you something, where I come from, and I'm gonna be very honest with y'all, although I don't like to see people getting pounded on. But me and my family go out. I wish I would stand there and watch mines get jumped. If that was the case, right? It was a single fight, she might have got tapped up on. But at least if it was a single fight, I can like try to help her, break it up, do something to help me from getting humiliated, to help me from getting embarrassed and get my behind whipped. Help me, sis. Help me, okay? I need to be helped ASAP, okay? But I do want to know what happened, Ariane. Was you running that trap? Was you doing that head bobble thing you do? Was you like putting your hand on your chest like you had it all figured out? Like, I want to know what really happened, sis. Like, I want to know. But the end of that statement that somebody wrote in my comments, and I think it was Deborah, wrote in the comments was that she was hospitalized. Now, guys, she got a whole lot of mouth, and it is what it is, right? But because of those babies that sit behind her, whether she's a good parent, a sour parent, in between parent, whatever kind of parent she is in the season that she is in, I don't wish hospitalization on nobody. I don't wish it on nobody. Curry friend says she had been messing with this man during the time she was messing with Martel, allegedly. Child, I told y'all, she said she gonna line them up. That's Linda. I told you I saw a post from her, and the post and the story said it's a new line leader. Only difference is it's a friend pack, and I'm paraphrasing because this isn't an exact, post because I can't remember what it said word from word. But the post says something along the lines of it's a different type of deal when you with the same friends, just a new line leader. That means you smashing the homies, as me and Trina agreed to the other day. So this isn't too far fetched for her. The fact that she was messing with Martel and another dude at the same time. And what is it with the married men? Well, y'all know I'm a deep thinker. So I'm like, did you see your mom having this kind of behavior that you think it's okay? Or like you really that low about yourself that you feel like that's the only nigga you can grab is a nigga that's married? I really want to know. Because guess what? All the ding dings work the same. The married men ain't got nothing greater than the single men. Girl, go on about your business and do something accordingly, like constructive with your life. Go teach your child how to jump rope. Go teach her how to set the linen closet up. Teach her how to do some dishes. Braid her hair up. Why? Why? I want to know, like, what are you thinking? If you remember one of the coleslaw lives, someone threatened her to drive up on her. Okay, the woman said that evidently coleslaw been fooling with her husband. She found the evidence. Woo, child, Charlene. Hey, girl. Listen, I didn't see that part. Sometimes, let me tell y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm a surface person. I get to the gritty and get the hell out, right? If I feel like it's deeper where I need to do deeper, like, research on it, because I feel like we can have a conversation without having every piece of the detail, right? But I didn't see that comment. But the last live that Coleslaw was on with the wives on there, them comments, they was coming for her, honey. They wanted her A through the phone, okay? They wanted to tear her up through the phone. So I know that somebody was waiting for her to round her up, okay, to box her up in the corner. So although, they're saying she hospitalized, and I don't wish that on her, but I guess she probably should have shut the hell up or stop messing with people husbands. Listen, people put a lot of work into their husbands. I know it could be vice versa, where men put a lot of work into their wives, but for the most part, we women take our husbands very serious, right? Guys are really cool. We're really the loudmouth ones, right? And for the most part, they would consider the male to be a little feminine if he got a ra-ta-ta in him, right? So if he does, that's usually you're a little feminine. But or you was raised by all females. That's usually what's being said. But for the most part, us women, we really invest in our husbands. That's just what we do, right? So people ain't trying to give up their 2015, their hard work husband to some trick. Okay. So people ain't doing that. Like, honey, listen, I had somebody tell me, like, you think you're going to reap the benefits. We having a conversation, and you think you're going to reap the benefits of my husband, and I don't work 20 years to get him where he at today. She was like, no, thank you. And guess what? I felt her pain, But I really, I'm a rational person. So I'm really looking at her like, okay, your husband should have more respect for you, really, that he wouldn't give his goods up to somebody that didn't invest in him and put the time into him. But I digress because we are so quick to be like, it was her fault and she did it. And it was because of this. Nah, it could go both ways. He allowed it, which makes him just as guilty as her, right? She might get these hands and she might get punched on. I might have to tap her up a little bit to make her feel some type of pain or a little bit of pain. You know what I mean? I might have to meet you in your inbox or say, you know what I mean, pull up. I might have to do all of that. But I'm also going to go home and check my man, right? Because if you're entertaining this foolishness, now we got a problem. And now the problem begins with you and start with you. So that's just what I see like we're so quick to be like the woman, the woman, the woman. Now in Arionna case, it's the woman, okay? Because she just deserves all the heat. Martel first, but Arionne second, because she keep doing the same stuff over and over and over again. People saw her on live, they could figure out where she was, and they showed up. Listen, I saw somebody else say that, Charlene, that they saw her, and that they figured out where she was, and that's the only difference in like us folks and them in the public eye. Um, that they have to be careful of where they go turn up at. Be careful what how much they put out. You know what I mean? It's a small town. You know what I mean? Everybody gonna be able to find girl. They probably put their sneakers on and their Timberlands on and their hoodie and their sweats and said, "Yo, I'm about to go rock her." Yo, they probably said it's time. Round them up, okay? But for little old area, I'm sure. Hey, cousin. Cousin Shar Shar in the building. Y'all welcome cousin Shar Shar. All right. I met Shar Shar. She was one of the first ones that came into my chat and she was spitting some true knowledge. And I was like, hey girl, I like your name. I knew I liked you from the start. And she been rocking with me ever since. So Shar Shar in the building. So now I figured out her name is Shar. My name is Shar. We cousins now, y'all. So true. She said she was juggling about two or three of them at the same time. Well, God dang it. Listen, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about juggling more than one man, okay? It's too much to keep up with one, all right? So I don't know nothing about that. But the fact that she's so trifling enough to mention she's a trifling brawl. Y'all understand it? See, trifling brawls don't give a dang on the reflection that they leave behind or the taste that they leave behind in somebody's mouth, okay? Because I'm the type of woman, I'm cautious of the taste that I leave behind in anybody's mouth, okay? But this trifling brawl right here, she don't mind saying out loud, I'm a hoe, okay? And that's exactly what she is. And I don't give a dang on who feels some type of way about it. I said what I said. This type of broad is a disrespectful behind broad. A broad that don't have no caution, a broad that don't have no basic knowledge, a broad don't have no common sense, a broad that has to learn the hard way. She's just a dumb behind broad, okay? So that's why she don't mind people having a thought of her being a hoe. Okay, she don't mind. Y'all call me a hoe. Your husband's like it. Like, who does that? I'm not interested. No, thank you. No ham, no turkey, or no bacon. Okay, I'm good. Sure. Hey, is it Angela? How are you? Hi, we like people that greet because I believe that the day is just nice when you wake up in the morning. So we love people that say hi. We just life is precious, and for that reason, for us being able to see another day, we need to be able to say hello. So that is what we represent here, to say hello to each and every one of us. Town, we don't play that down here, okay? Little small Texas town, we don't play that down here, Miss Linda. Let them know. Ain't nobody doing that. And I'm a city girl, okay? So that means like I used to go to sleep with the basketball. I used to work overnight. So the basketball used to be bouncing all night. And I used to be so mad because so when I moved out of the city, that was one of the number one reasons why I moved out the city. Because a lot of things that I did not play, people used to test my gangster, right? And not like a physical altercation, but like the people didn't have no supervision over their kids, right? So they thought like it was okay for their kids to be out 12 o'clock at night bouncing the ball. That was ignorant. People sleep and people gotta be to work. And for me, I worked 11 to 7 for about 15 years. Okay. So I've done it and I needed my sleep, but people didn't respect, that people do got to work in the morning. We don't want to hear the basketball all night. So we ain't play that either. Had to get the hell up out of there, honey. I packed my stuff up and brought our house not too far after that. Okay. Sheree, hi, how are you? Trina in the building. I knew you was coming through. She says, "How did I miss your live yesterday?" But I'm replaying it because I'm here for whatever. Okay. Marilyn in the building. She disrespectful because Martel has laid up with her, and this Mel better than me because when my ex-husband mistress called paying playing on my phone, I went on that biz night. I went to that Biz house, honey, with a hammer. Not the hammer, the whole hammer or the half a hammer, Shar. Listen, yo, Shar, I love you, girl. Listen, at the end of the day, sometimes you do. And this is what I was saying yesterday, right? For y'all that remember, sometimes you don't know how far gone you are or how crazy a nigga will make you. Okay? A nigga will make you lose it, all right? And it take a lot before you able to check yourself. Like, sis, you was wilding. Sis, you was crazy. Because I just want to know what would make, and sometimes the females, they be, your man don't even have to entertain them. They just be coming. They like married men. Unfortunately, like he can have his ring going, he can give her no play. Some females are only equipped to just run after married men. I don't know if they get their cuckoo wet over that. I don't know if it makes them nut in the back seat. I'm really trying to figure out what is it that will make you think that it's okay to go after a married man. I really want to know, Shar. Listen, she ain't have much edges up there, Angela. So listen, they was real thin, hanging on by a thread, okay? And so I don't know, but if she ended up in the hospital, trust me, it was some hair pulling, okay? And maybe we found out whether the bun was real or not, because somebody was in my chat saying the bun ain't real. I want to know, is it real or is it not? Because weave ain't never do nothing to nobody, honey. And I'm a weave girl, okay? I wear weave on a regular, but I do get in my seasons where I just want to cut my hair off just for a new style. So you might see me go for a right shortcut, like out of nowhere. And it's just a feeling that comes upon me. And I love the way I wear it. So you might see it, you might not. But I have some seasons where I want my 20-inch weave, honey, and I want to do what it do, honey. I just be feeling glamorous, all right? So it just depends. No crisis or anything like that. I just like short hair and I like long hair too. So it is what it is. And my hair is average, so I could just do what I want to do. Didn't have a problem out of the not a problem out of the beat after that. Mel is too nice. Let me tell you something about that, Shar. I believe that, and then we're gonna jump into what I gotta say, y'all, because we gotta recap this Love and Marriage DC. Them men on that pant, let me tell you something about them men. I don't like them. I don't like them at all. But Shar, let me address this. Mel is nice because I think Mel knows her temper. And when you know your temper, it's best to just shut the hell up. Because I believe that Mel temper can ruin her entire career. I really believe that. I think she got a snapping bone in her. I think she a rocker nigga stuff. Okay. I really believe that, Shar. I believe she ready for whatever. But I also believe that she's going to protect her reputations by all means. So she has to be quiet to do that and work the legal way with people to shut them the hell up. The whole hammer. I know that's right. You didn't give a hell. But they weren't going to rub my nose in it. Okay. Let me get a little closer to the computer, y'all, because I'm butchering this comment. But they weren't going to run my nose in it. Just leave me the F out of it. I divorced his A so she could have him. Exactly. I wish more women would have your courage and stop trying to stick onto this. I'm married. Oh my goodness. I fought so hard for that. Get your stuff and go. You understand me? Ain't nothing wrong with the bag coming out of a relationship with the bag you went into. Because let me tell you something, the more you stay, the more you lose yourself. You lose disconnect to society. You don't even know who you are anymore. Don't be staying there trying to make a nigga change. Listen, men are men, women are women. They're going to do what they choose. People are people. Unfortunately, we cannot change people. We be trying to stay there like, baby, but listen, I don't understand why you do me like that. Why you want to treat me like that? Because they can, and they'll do it again, given an opportunity. We put too much trust into people. Man is just man, woman is just woman. And the moment that you can boastfully go and cheat on somebody, that means you ain't give a dang on about me then, and you don't give a dang on about me now. But I digress. No morals. Where is it at? No morals and no respect for themselves. Absolutely, Miss Linda. And with that, you can clearly see that. That's why she don't mind talk about how many ding dongs she done rode in one day, how she treated with somebody's husband, how she continued to cheat with somebody's husband, how she ain't got no linen closet, how she had to go show her daughter where some towels was, and how she kept running her mouth about the new husband she was cheating with, and they had to chin check her. She ain't got no morals. And anybody that's associated with her, I'm gonna have to also. I heard her friend jumped in my chat yesterday. I blocked her and I deleted the comment because I don't do well with back and forth, especially not over the internet. That's corny, right? But y'all know what I said. You hit the main road. Now I got to get rid of you, right? But if you stayed on the back road and you stayed in the bushes, maybe you can get by. But she didn't. She hit the main road and she came up in my chat talking about, oh, it's disgusting that y'all want to make fun of somebody getting beat up. We're not making fun of her getting beat up. We're trying to figure out what the hell happened. We're trying to figure out who husband was at this time. We ain't making fun of her. We're just saying, did she learn now to to shut her mouth? Like what is it? So we just talking. We're not making fun of her. Friends, listen, friends can get cursed out too. I just don't have the time or the energy, honey. I got more things to do, like to build my platform. And honey, you ain't gonna be the first choice of it. I agree, absolutely. What your classmates say. What's your classmates say happened? Let us know, Linda. Listen, Charlene. Listen, they want to know. They want to know. I will know more about it later on today. Okay. Well, let us know in the chat, or maybe I'll come back. But y'all know I was out all morning getting my key to my car fixed because yesterday it was a whole disaster. So I had to go back and get it fixed. Hey Shar, I'm at the store, but in the bushes listening. Hey girl, don't stay in them bushes too long, Trina. We want to see you in the chat, honey. Don't stay too long, but get what you need, girl, because tomorrow is Monday and we are back to work for those who have worked. This behavior is learned. She's been second all her life. Sad. How you say your name? Sassy T V from the 803. Where are you from? Because I don't know nothing about the 803. But let me tell you something. I'm a behavioral, not like I'm a real behavioral specialist. But if you listen to me, I focus on the behavior to the 10th, right? I'm not a behavioral specialist. That's not what I said. So don't go back twisting my words. What I said was you'll hear me focus on the behavior a lot because I have experience with behaviors and the dynamics of people behavior. So it's hard for people to pull a wool over my eye in this season of my life, although I had my fair share of being dumb, right? Although I had my fair share of people being dumb, that's not my story today. And I'm a behavioral person. So I listen to words, I listen to patterns, I pay attention to behavior, I pay attention to responses. There's very hard for people to get over on me. So I agree with you times 10. Adultery is the death wish. People really don't understand the seriousness of it. Say it again. Say it again. Man, I ain't even gonna hit y'all with the Bible scriptures because y'all know I'll go there, but I'm gonna leave it like that. Adultery will be the death of you. Keep chasing punani, keep chasing ding ding, and let me tell you, that's exactly what you're gonna go in your casket with a ding dong and a punani. That is all your reward is going to be. Is you going to hell and the punani and the dang on ding dong is gonna be buried right along with you. Keep playing with it. Keep playing with it. Okay, Charlene. Trina, my boo. Well, let's see if she can get a show and tell us about this husband she done got with now. She ain't gonna tell us, Miss Sheree, because let me tell you something. She not gonna tell us because she barely tell us anything now. She just get in front of the camera, put a whole lot of lip gloss on, put her hair up in a ponytail or not, and just do a whole lot of poking at the camera. I don't believe she can articulate how to explain how she either cheated with this husband or that husband, how she all she can articulate is how she wrote it, how fast, how she put her face on somebody else's, how they put their face into her cuckoo. Okay, she can't articulate nothing past sex. There's a serious disconnect with her, and I'm watching her closely. There's a serious disconnect, and anybody that I don't even know how Martel dated her honestly, because and then he did it for 5 years. That's a whole lot of coaching and a whole lot of redirecting. Like I'm trying to figure out how was their dinner date? How did they do things at the dinner table? Like, did you have to say, baby, this is the menu right here. This is the expensive stuff and this is the non-expensive stuff. You can order this, but you can't order this. Like, babe, don't eat like that. Put the napkin around your neck, or put the napkin over top of your lap. You know what I mean? Like, how did that go? Because it's a serious disconnect with this child. She does not articulate well. I'm trying to figure out How did that relationship go? But I told y'all, Martel, it was easy for Martel to get, be with her because all he had to do was tell her, turn around, I'm gonna hit that thing from the back and make sure that while I'm hitting that thing from the back, you don't identify yourself. As long as you do that, Martel is good for you. No identification needed. Okay, he that type of person. Tamika, let's see. Absolutely a death wish. She lucky. Ain't no one did it before. Let me go back, make sure I'm reading that right. She lucky, ain't no one did it before, and it won't happen again. People ain't playing these days, especially when you are blankly being disrespectful. Got you. I had to pull my computer close to me, y'all, because the words are small. I got you. Blankly being disrespectful. Now, Tamika, let me tell you this. I've said this before. I ain't never been to jail before a day in my life, and I don't plan on going. Especially not over a ding dong. They make one, they make a million, okay? And there ain't nothing I'm going to do to you over a ding dong that's worth me losing my livelihood or my freedom, right? However, some people are just nutty as hell that they really care about their ding dong and the time they put into it. So she might meet her match one day, like she just did, and somebody knocked the hell out of her. Now, do I encourage the violence? Because I told you I'm a punk when I got to see a fight because I've saw fights go wrong. People hit the curve and died. People done got shot during the fight. It done went left. Somebody came back, killed them. Listen, I'm terrified, and more so now than ever. My nephew it hasn't even been a year yet. My nephew, 16-year-old, was actually in a fight. Well, he wasn't even in a fight. They was talking trash. It was this older boy that came, and baby 24. My nephew was 16. He just turned 16. It was a couple days before after his birthday. And my nephew punked him in front of some important people, I guess. And the guy came back, and my nephew was like, okay, let's fight. And guess what? That 24-year-old pulled out a gun and killed my nephew. Okay. So when I say that I don't even understand the last thoughts that was going through my nephew's head. He was a baby, right? But this adult, this grown behind adult, thought that the only way that he could protect himself was a gun, right? So you couldn't spare my nephew any type of being a kid, any type of, man, that little kid just popping trash, nothing. You were so devilish. You were so evil. You were so broken and not pleased with your own life that you took my nephew from us. So listen, I see fights go bad all the time. So that's why I say that, God rest my nephew's soul. Hasn't even been a year yet for us, and we are still programming it and digesting it. But God is still awesome, even in the midst of death. Death is a part of life, and we must all go through it. However, the way we handle it and the way we learn to cope with it, that's our choice, and we have to do it accordingly, okay? But listen, back to the story. So that's what I say about fights. Fights can go left real fast. And if you're not careful on how somebody is presenting themselves and pay attention to your surroundings, it can go left. Her cootie cat, now her mind. Is that elbow cough? Y'all know what? I'm done with you. Is it Yvonne? Is it Yvonne? Or Vani? Tell me if I'm right. If I butcher your name, I told the rules before that you could say wrong, Shar, and I'm cool with that. I won't take no offense to it. Just know that I love you anyway, and I'm sending all type of white hearts for you. Charge it to my mind and not my heart. I love you anyway. Martel Karma is going to hit him hard with this court case. Yes, it is, because I believe that she got all type of people working in her favor, and first would be God, right? And I don't know his motive behind trying to take her, evident hurting her. I believe his motive is strictly, I want to hurt her because I clearly did not hurt her with my relationships on the side. I didn't hurt excuse me, I didn't hurt her with my new girlfriend. I didn't hurt her with the different type of fake events I keep having. I didn't hurt her with this wine stuff that you got on that we saying is somebody else's wine. It better not be nobody else's wine, Martel. I better not find out. She does have God's favor. Martel will lose custody. He will lose the custody battle. He will. And I believe I shared yesterday that they can be Team Martel all day long. That judge could God can shift that entire courtroom. It could be Team Martel all day long. When God steps in, he shifts the prosecutor, the lawyers, everybody to be Team Mel. So it could change around. It could get real gutty real fast because that's the kind of God that we serve. And when you meant evil for good, God will turn it around. I'm telling you. And I praying that this case ends well for Melody because you don't know what kind of foolishness and lies this man is about to pull out of just out out I just don't trust nothing that he says. He's a liar. There's nothing about him that's truthful. He's a liar, and we already done, determined that he's a liar. He's a full liar. He's a compulsive liar. He's a liar, and if the fact that he got Letitia and Destiny over there, Lord knows what he coached them to say. He's a whole mess. DSP, she needs assistance immediately. The friends she think she has aren't really friends at all. She got digmatized for real. And you ain't never lied. Say it louder for the ones in the back that can't digest that thing, Angela. Say it louder. Something is seriously wrong with her. She digmatized. And it can't be that long. It can't be that fat. It can't be that short. It can't be that small. Something about it. Something about it makes me think, girl, what is wrong with you? It ain't never been that serious. Just dick. It's not that deep. It's really not that deep. And I'm sorry for the ones that it's just that plain and simple. I'm sorry for the ones. Thank you for your prayers, Patricia. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My boys and my nephew were really, really, really close. Um, and that was my brother's only son. So we are digesting it each and every day, and really big prayers for my brother because, like I said, it's hard to lose a child, but not your only son. He has three other girls, but it was his only son. So each day his struggle is hard. It's definitely hard, but we have a big family, and we are helping him try to get over the hurdle. Some days are good, and other days aren't. But to watch him go through the channels is sad enough. Thank you so much, Patricia. He just wants child support from her. Yes. Tamika. Is it Williams? Girl, I was thinking the same thing laying in my bed last night. He just wants child support from her because she's getting to the bag and he's missing it. Yep. And he's trying to bring that money back any way possible, honey. He figured, okay, if you ain't going to willingly give me a handout, okay. But listen, she gave you a break, but she told you she ain't really going to take you for nothing seriously when y'all divorced. Okay, count your blessings and move along, sir, because we ain't trying to hear you at all. And what I really, what I really found interesting about Martel is he figured like I said, he's only going to hurt her. The only way he can hurt her is the kids. He knows that she don't give a dang on what he do, who he do it with. She has moved on, and she's doing it in such a classy way. Whether she lied about, whether she knew or not, she's still doing it in such a way that's pleasing, right? So he figured he's gonna get to her bag any type of way. But I don't know if she's getting child support for him, but I'll go for whatever he got left because we all can play this game. Oh, you want to play dirty? You want to play dirty? You don't care about me? I got you. Run me my money. So the little bit of money you do got, I can guarantee you won't have no more because I'm good. I'm good. Yvonne. Okay. I think I said it right. Hi, girl. How are you? Welcome to the chat. T, honey. Yes. Miss Ann T. It is somebody else when the shutter house wine, he did not remove the label. Listen, I don't know wine, y'all, but I saw that on somebody's channel. So I was going to go get my key fixed this morning, right? So I FaceTimed my sister because I was making fun, and it was these wines that had the shutter wine thing on there. I said, look at this. This might be Martel. It might be his label on there, okay? I said, look at this, honey. I heard that. Now, I hope that he was not dumb enough. I pray to God that he was not dumb enough to do that. Yeah, he needed child support check. Say it again. He's searching. He figured how else is he gonna get that money that Melody bringing in? Do y'all see her products? That thing, bang, bang, bang. You understand it? That thing is moving, and it ain't a dang on thing he could do about it. He couldn't stop that check if he wanted to. One, she has favor. Two, she's too honest. Three, she's about her business. All right. Everything else is back burner stuff. If I choose to address you, I will. If not, I'm gonna keep it cute and classy. Okay. Yes, he's looking for that check. Say it again. I had to cut off my friendship. She was messing with a married man. I found myself caught up in her drama with the wives, like fights and people showing up at her house is very dangerous game to play. Absolutely, it is. Yes, it is. Let me tell you something. Now that's one thing I ain't doing. I told you yesterday I love my friends. The few handful that I got, and there's certain things I'm going to do to protect them, but I'm not going to go as far as covering for you with somebody's married man. Because if you can mess with their married man, you probably looking at my husband too. And I digress because that's not a bag of chips we're gonna open up at all, honey. Because if you in my husband's face and you turn around and you want to go and you want to date husbands, my husband's not exempt from you wanting to go for somebody else's husband. So now I'm looking at you funny. As a matter of fact, I don't even want you on my friend list. I understand it. I don't even play that game. Don't be in here talking about you going to be, oh, they coming to your house and fight because people don't play about their husband. It's the time pit in, honey. It's the time pit in. God don't like ugly. Say it again for the ones in the black woman, okay? Say it again. God don't like ugly. That thing will come back and hit you. That thing will come back and hit you. Mods in chat. I know. I gotta get there, y'all. Listen, y'all gotta push me. Listen, I gotta get there because I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet. But the more that I come, that's why I said I was gonna come for 30 days straight so that it could get out there. And then like I said, I got my eye on at least 3 already. And I'm telling you, listen, I got y'all. I got y'all. And I'm gonna get on your nerves, but y'all know I love y'all because we're gonna learn from each other. We're gonna build it up together. But thank y'all for rocking with me this far. I use Mel's products and they are awesome. I want to get some. I've saw her reviews. I'm a review type person. I saw some and I really really want to see them. She took the control back and he can no longer control her and he hates that. Okay, a person that you take your control back from, okay, they want to flatten all your tires. Only reason why he has not flattened her tires because he know it ain't going to end well for him. I don't believe Mel brother is playing with a full deck. I believe he with the shiznai. Okay, he will shut it down for his sister. He says I'll come from wherever I am for my sister, gay or no gay. Okay, he like whatever. No offense against the gays. I don't want nobody to take that the wrong way. I'm just saying. He said it don't matter what his preference is. He about his team sister. So we for whatever. Mad and salty, using the kids to hurt her in child support. So Arion can stop tripping. Exactly. He needs to go for Arionne's baby. That's where he needs to go. You at the wrong house. You need to go for Arionne's baby. And you need to go find out why she won't take the baby to the doctors when the doctor's sick. Why she thinks she's using the baby as pawn. Why she thinks the baby is a resemblance of you and remind her of you. That's sick as hell. But we digress, okay? Honey, I can be your friend, but if you wrong, you wrong and ain't about to take no a whooping for you. Sure enough, not. I'm just gonna break it up. Y'all chill out, chill out, chill out, chill out. But if they rat tat tat, I ain't even doing that. I'm sorry, I'm not because I don't believe in getting scratched up for something that ain't got nothing to do with me. I can dig it, Charlene. Letitia needs to worry about her man and the extra fears and allegedly babies, and Destiny needs to worry about her situation with not paying employees. Say it again. We talked about that yesterday, Miss Linda. She better worry about it because guess what? If you don't, somebody else gonna worry about it. You're gonna be paying up one way or another for sure. This is both of their karma for real, and it's just getting started. It's just the beginning. Say it again. Say it again. It's just the beginning. This is just yet to come, and they're gonna find out the hard way. Okay, that's why Martel is tripping so hard. That's why his wine got exposed. Everything. Didn't I say that yesterday, y'all? Everything that he touches is going to be a determined failure. Okay, because he's not getting by, and God's going to make sure that until he humble himself and hit his knees, he is going to be a disaster. I wouldn't even launch with him. I wouldn't connect with him. I wouldn't want my name associated with him. Let me tell you something. Anything he touched will crumble. I can take that to the bank and cash it. Okay. Letitia needs to. I think I read that one, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. I'm making sure I ain't forget nobody, y'all, because we're gonna jump into. I want to recap this Love and Marriage DC with them narcissistic men. They all not my type anyway. Letitia needs to worry about the man. I think I said that. Why my comments not skipping? All right, I got him, y'all. My whole family would be on coals. Yes, absolutely. She would have her I would have to have them I would have to have them tap up on her. Like, yo, meet me around back. I would have to have them to address her because sometimes I told you I done sick my brother or my ex plenty of times, okay? Because I'm not gonna play with you. And one time I did sick my brother on him, he completely thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Hit the like button if y'all have not done so. And I'm gonna be with y'all for a while because we're gonna recap this Love and Marriage DC, okay? And they're gonna stop playing with me. But thank you for your subscription. I appreciate it. But this is only the beginning, guys, and I am so pleased with the results I have gotten. The Bible says to not be anxious for anything. So the route that it is moving, I am pleased with that. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Motel cannot be with Closall. He's a bad entity and she is a bad entity. If you notice, every time something's about to happen, big in his life, she gets on social media and mess it up. Yep, because she's a destruction herself. And guess what? She doesn't know how to stay in her lane and be quiet. And that's why he's not with her. Because I told y'all he wants somebody that's going to hit it from the back and never identify that stuff. Didn't I tell you to turn around? Let me get my nut off and nut where I need the nut at, and that was it. But I digress. That's her only position. He don't want nothing for her. He don't want her to identify herself. The moment she starts saying, "Hey, I'm close off. Hey, I'm Arionna. Hey, I got a kid by him. His name is Knox." He like, "B, didn't I tell you to turn around and never mention your name again? Y'all better stop playing and watch his mannerism. That's what it's about." Melody brother has pictures and people Martel had been with in Atlanta. And guess what? He don't play about his. I believe he got more than that, Miss Linda. And I believe that if Martel keep playing with his sister, honey, he gonna expose him. And the only reason why, did y'all see that guy from the church that he just exposed? That brother got receipts. He comes, what? He says, "I support myself. I got receipts." I don't know if y'all saw that. He did a whole live and he was like out on this guy from the church and this lady from the church. He was like, "I put the business in the street." I digress. I said, "Oh, I don't want no problems with him." So I believe he's playing nice. Excuse me. I believe he's playing nice now because he doesn't want it to hurt Melody's case. But when this case is over, he's gonna dog walk Martel. And we're gonna be here for it because you know we check it down as we see it. We don't play that. The whole family. Okay. Real, I'm just saying, absolutely. The whole family. Ain't nobody playing that. Meet me at the back door. I'm gonna go around front. And my cousins is on their way. Don't play with me. We got a large family, okay? Washed up and all, or not washed up and all, because whatever season we in, okay? Because we go through it together. And one phone call will make a nigga hurt, okay? And I ain't even saying that just because I'm on the internet. My family, let me tell you, my family know. Okay, my brother used to start fights in school that I knew I couldn't finish for him, honey. We was in grade school then, but my brother was like making me fight. Like, people would mess with me. He'd be like, "Yo, who was messing with my sister?" And he'd be there before me. I am the person that the fight is over. My brother was with it. Okay, he was whatever. Remember in the interview, he said, if he knew, if he knew then what he knows now, he would have set his A on that couch and watched them kids. Tell knows he's dumb as a box of rocks. Absolutely. Dumb as hell. He's stupid as hell. He didn't have basic knowledge or basic common sense. He's dumb as hell. He should have sat on the couch and watched them kids and be quiet. Then he would have been able to keep his check and his ding dong intact. But I digress. I ain't even breaking it up. If you messing with a married people, oh yeah. I'm with you, Tamika. I'm not helping you at all. Matter of fact, we ain't even going out together if you married, if you messing with a married person, because I don't know what's gonna come my way. Okay, because karma is real and your time will come. If you messing with a married man and I know about it, I'm gonna have to see you on the flip side when you stop messing with married people, if you choose to, because once you start messing with married people, that's always going to be the scenario. It's never going to change. That's who you are, and we have to be able to recognize the ace and the ace and the spade and the spade. Okay, so that's just what it's going to be. So I'm with you. I'm not breaking it up at all. I'm if I know you mess with me, I told y'all. My mom told me. I don't know if y'all heard me say that in my second live I did. My mom told me, Charlotte, you better get your A up and lock that door because somebody's gonna chase that nigga in this house for messing with their woman, and they gonna come run up in this house with all these kids up in here. Immediately, I did not jump, but I took her words of advice. God rest her soul, and I got up and I locked my door and I dismissed that relationship that day. Okay, because my mom was so prone on letting me be an adult that she very seldom said anything. But when she spoke, you better listen because it would have cost you if you didn't. That was my mom, right? So I'm with you. I'm not that thing will come back, and somebody probably was gonna run up in my house because he was slinging his ding ding everywhere it didn't belong. Okay, but I digress. I digress. 100. Is it I'm gonna say Carter because I'm always butchering names. If I say I'm wrong, just say wrong, sure. I don't want you to do it. Listen, y'all, on Love and Marriage DC last night. Let's jump in it. Let's talk about these narcissistic men. And I hope y'all watched it because we're going to break them down one by one, okay? And I know y'all be thinking I got something against men. No, I don't, because if it's a male that's narcissistic, I mean, it's a woman that's narcissistic, I'm going to say it. But some of these men, they just come for the show and come with their suit on and thinking they something that they're not. So it started off last week with Winter talking about, oh, I know that y'all for sure was cheating. I got proof in the pudding talking about y'all was cheating and talk about Jamie and Quicksilver, right? So they was like, what's your proof? Pictures? See, I could be in the club with him sometimes, and the pictures would be, I could be in the club, and then he'd be down the hall taking pictures with somebody, and then they'll send it like Quicksilver was over there taking pictures. Listen, the problem that I got with a woman talking over that man, let me tell you, them men, Quicksilver and Jamie, was about to jump on Winter A. If security was not there to calm them down, they was going to jump on her. Their mannerism was crazy, right? They was so angry, like spit was flying out their mouth. They turned red as hell. Like them men was angry. Like, no, she didn't just blast us. We about to get to the season 2. We're trying to get to our bag, and she ain't here telling that we cheating. Listen, so I believe that they are cheating. That's just my honest opinion because them bros was too mad, spit flying and all. So Quicksilver was talking about, I don't need that type of drama in my life. You see my kids up here. Yes, you do need that kind of drama in your life because the reality of that is if you cared about your kids, you wouldn't have been sticking your ding ding where it didn't belong. You wouldn't be taking pictures with people that's irrelevant. You wouldn't be doing all the stuff that you didn't do. So it wouldn't be Winter that's breaking up your family. It would be yourself that's breaking up your family. It ain't Winter's fault that you sitting here doing things that you ain't supposed to do and it got exposed and you got busted. That's not her fault. So I say all that to say is they were so mad to say that it was not true, right? And then Jamie was talking about you could have ruined my family. Negro, you could have ruined your own family. It wasn't no dang on Winter that ruined your family. You ruined your own family. You shouldn't be doing things that you ain't supposed to do. So then it went on, right, y'all, to Irina, right? I feel so bad for Irina because she's somebody that doesn't have a mouth on her and she does not know how to speak up for herself. And Jamie, in my opinion, is so controlling that she doesn't know how to speak. And I told y'all in the last one, if y'all watched it, he told her, don't you agree that I created you? Nigga, who you create? Because Jesus created me. I don't know who you created. Because and then she was like, yeah, you did create me. I agree with that. That's what she had told Carlos. No, I don't agree with that because Jesus created her, right? You came alongside and you enhanced her in whatever way that was, but you ain't create her. That's giving a nigga too much credit. But I digress. So he went on to say, like they were talking about like how he took care of the kids versus how she took care of the kids, and he wanted all this credit. And he was like, I did stuff too, because they got a mentally challenged child, y'all. And I really didn't ever pay attention to this child. Only paid attention to Jamie Jr. I didn't pay attention to Jason. I think it's Jason. I didn't pay attention to him, but Jamie wanted all this credit that he was this great father, right? And she didn't give it to him. She was like, I was the one that left school early. Work early. I was the one that had to do this. I was the one that had to do that. And, usually they do fall on a mother lap. The father really is not that involved. That's just a natural thing. It doesn't mean you're less of a parent or more of a parent. That's just usually the way it falls, right? So she was just stating her truth, right? He was mad as hell. You understand me? The veins started popping out his head. He was red as hell. His suit was tightening up on him and stuff. Listen, bro. Y'all better stop playing. Bro was mad. You understand me? So I was like, okay, you real mad. But that's her truth, and that's the way she remember it. So he got backstage, right? Now he figured backstage he going to start chin checking somebody. See, I got a problem with a nigga that want to keep addressing me. Don't address me, okay? Don't say nothing to me. I'm going to speak my truth and you mind your business, okay? And if you don't like the way I said it, meet me off camera and we can talk about it, okay? But this is her truth. So he went backstage and he was like, I'm going to chastise her or whatever. He basically was saying the same thing he said in the last episode. He said, I don't know why you keep want to run these cameras up. He was like, I don't know why you keep trying to act like, you want to show off for these cameras. He was like, I'll change this thing up real fast. He was like, you want me to turn up. And I'm paraphrasing because this is what he said, though. He was like, you want me to turn up. He was like, you keep trying to paint me out. She's not painting you to be somebody that you're not. You are who you are and you are who you presented. She's not painting you to be out nobody. You're a very angry man. You mad as hell at the world. And he was like, this is old stuff. And Monique was like, yeah, it's old stuff, but this stuff still hurt her. So you either going to do two things. You're going to learn to get through them, or you're going to either have to get past them. And unfortunately, because you wanted her to never mention it again, she just basically suppressed those feelings and everything that she was feeling so that she could be able to keep her husband not being angry, because clearly he walk around with a chip on his shoulder all the time. And if you ain't boosting his ego, he don't want nothing to do with you. He remind me of that kind of nigga that walk around the house like, I ain't talking to nobody. You know what I mean? Like mad at the world because somebody didn't agree with you. No, we don't agree with you because we see right through you. And I'm good, right? So that was that. And I just didn't like how he approached her about that. But And you got to be careful with somebody that's like their normal like pattern. I told you I'm a pattern person. When a person can try to change your language to the counselor, that is a problem. That means that you don't have a voice. That means that you cannot say boo without them rearranging your word phrases and the way you talk and what you want to acknowledge or what you don't want to acknowledge. So I think that she really, this is my honest opinion. I don't think Irena and Jamie is going to be together long because I believe this show is going to bring Irena out of her shell and she's going to know her worth because Jamie ain't it. I don't give a dang on what nobody say. Um, I just don't think that Jamie is it. So anyway, let's get back to little Jamie and Jason. Jason is the one that's mentally, not mentally, he has a disability. He was so cute, he was so handsome. And he basically, he wants to go out and live on his own and do things by himself. But he said, I gotta wait for the approval. And I didn't get the approval yet. I didn't get let's see, y'all. Y'all got comments. I'm just seeing them. I like your vibe. I just subscribed. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll be vibing, y'all. I'll be moving, okay? Melody also got another little job with Discovery. That money is rolling in. Nobody's calling Motel for this kind of job. He has totally ruined his reputation. Ain't nobody calling him at all. Ain't nobody calling him at all. And he ruined it. And I feel bad for anybody like Melanika. She better get the hell away from Martel because he's going to ruin a little bit of reputation that she do have and what she have done, so far. Thank you for your subscription. I appreciate it, Tamika. Welcome, boo. Just ask God to order your footsteps. If that's for me, if that's for me, yes, absolutely. Or if you're talking to the in reference to the situation, I agree with you also. I saw it and he don't play. Yeah. And let me tell you something. That man is crazy. I don't care. And that's allegedly, but it's the truth. Okay. That man is crazy. And I wouldn't even want to lay down with somebody like that because he has to be in control at all times. So getting back to this child that they got, y'all, with a disability. This child want to go out and live with his own, but he needs like approval, like to go through the social worker and all that stuff. And I understand it, but he was so cute. I got a soft heart for the disability or the mentally challenged. I even have a soft spot for older people. Like my heart just melts for them. Any type of trauma, my heart melts for because I understand the dynamics of it and I understand the damage that trauma could do to a person if they're not careful. So my heart automatically go out to him. So little Jamie is facing a court case. What was cute for Jamie, big Jamie, was that when they started to talk about his children, he did start to cry, and he was just saying, you don't know what I've been through them for them. For a father to show some type of emotion like that really was genuine to me. I felt like it wasn't a fake, it wasn't phony. That was somewhere he was coming from a pure heart. But also, on the nutshell of that, if Irene is not careful, this man is going to destroy what she has come to this far to being herself. And that's just that, and so I feel like that's what they didn't learn. That's what they're going to learn that later on about him. But that's going to be a lesson that she's going to have to learn and willing to say, no more would I take your crap. That part, okay? I think my dog want to come in, y'all. Give me 1 second. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. My dog is busy, okay? He's like, they try to lock me out the room and I ain't having none of it. So if y'all hear my coo hound, I'm sorry. But yeah, so Irena's gonna have to learn her self-identity again. She have lost it along the way. And I believe this show is going to help her with that. That was just a quick recap that I wanted to do on that. Little Jamie is fighting a court case, and in the court case, he's just saying, he learned his lesson. I know this is going to sound harsh, y'all, but I don't think that little Jamie has learned his lesson. I believe that given the opportunity, he would do the same thing all over again. I believe that he's a shelter kid. I believe that He has a lot of flaws that he is fighting against, a lot of issues that he is fighting against. And I believe that he did not learn his lesson. The one thing that might save him is the fact that his parents is on social media, and that's just my honest opinion. But I digress. And that's the quick recap. I just wanted to tell y'all how controlling those men was. Let's see. Letitia and Destiny should be ashamed of themselves. Absolutely. As women, they should be ashamed of themselves. As mothers, they should be ashamed of themselves. Could you imagine Marceau and Marceau and Destiny? She just got over a whole court case with her ex-husband. He just dragged you in court. So you know the feeling like nobody business. But you know what? It's something about a woman that don't mind putting that same pain upon somebody else because they want somebody else to feel what they have felt. Melody will never feel what you have felt because we still don't know why he divorced you behind. We still don't know what you did to him that made him say, I'm good in such short period of time. So she would never feel what you felt, unfortunately. So you trying to go in a courtroom and make her feel what you felt. She ain't never gonna feel what you felt. You corny for that. And Letitia, I done told you before, unless you want me to knock on your door and say, Letitia, hello, dear, how are you? Who's there? It's Shar. Shar, what do you want? I want you to pay the hell attention. I will. Okay. Bye bye. If you don't want me to say that kind of stuff and get me to knock at your door, shut the hell up and mind your business, sis. That's how I'm coming for Letitia. I'm so tired of her soft spoken, unidentified self. Okay. She don't even know who the hell she is. Okay. He is controlling the hell out of her too. So I don't want to hear nothing she got to say. Nothing at all. Martel is a destructive person. Arionne deserves a beatdown, and she needs to get to just shut the f up and get her life together. Tisha needs to worry about getting out of a rented house. Shut the hell up. Is it Danielle Davis? Listen, okay, they renting that house. Girl, you just spilled something on me and made my leg burn. Okay, you better stop playing with me. You mean to tell me they renting that house? Nope, I don't believe you. Tell me more. Tell me more. They renting that house. So they got all these businesses. He taking all these trips out of town, uninviting his wife, doing all this stuff to bring the revenue of money in, and he renting that house. You know what? I'm done. On the show, when Mel moved, Martel wanted a share in Mel's skincare line. No, he didn't, as if he could ever. And Mel said, no, I built it myself. You will not get a dime. I know that's right. Check him as you see him, okay? He sees her business growing. He is jealous. Absolutely. And I said yesterday, did y'all see the difference in their launches? His was so low budget. Hers was everything. You could never, Martel. You couldn't even reach the sky, okay? Half of the sky. You reach the ceiling. That's about as far as you're going to go. Nobody hearing you at all. Thank you, Angela. Thank you for enjoying with us. That's what we're here for. Thank you. Most women that mess with married men have low self-esteem. Say it again, and that's clear. That's what Arionne got. She has low self-esteem, but the reality of that is, even though she has the futures of her that we aren't so fond of, and I'm sure we all got futures that other people aren't so fond of, right? But we're gonna play a fair game. She has to go deal with that inner worth issue that she's having. The reason why she keeps doing that is one, because all of her life she fought to be at the front of the line, and nobody have given her that type of attention but the people that's ordering her flowers. If somebody bring me some damn, listen, that done made me curse. Listen, listen, okay? If somebody bring me some dang on flowers, I'm sending them back. I don't want them. I'm a grown woman, right? I've always gotten flowers all my life. Even when I was a young girl, people have always brought me flowers. I like to buy my own flowers. I know that they don't come with a motive. I don't want flowers, okay? If you're going to buy me a new car, go for it. If you're going to go ahead and pay my mortgage off for a whole year, go for it. I don't want nothing that you have. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. So for her to think that she that girl because he ordered her flowers, girl, we've been doing that since I was 17. Stop playing with me. I wish somebody would bring some flowers. That makes you think you special because it dang sure don't mean nothing to me. He's an idiot that insisted on dissolving the business. Listen, he's a Miss Am. I agree 110%. He's a true life idiot in real life. We don't have to guess that about him. He's a real life idiot. And the fact that he don't see that he's going downhill and his mother won't tell him to do better, that's a problem. As your mother, she should hold you accountable and say, Martel, you are a true definition of an idiot, and you're going to continue to be an idiot. And until you get it together and hit rock bottom and understand that what you have done this far has not worked and re-ramp the program, you're going to always continue to be the same idiot you are. But I digress. I digress. Winter never should have brought that up. Yeah, Winter. Did y'all see how they dismissed Winter? They was like, okay, bye. You know, really, she didn't have a place there on that stage. She brought it up because her marriage fell. And I try to be, very not biased to like divorces and stuff like that because I know that that's a hurt feeling. As I shared with you guys yesterday, it's a hard feeling to go through some type of divorce, some type of disconnect from somebody you've been with for years and years and years and years, right? Even a short period. You lived in their bubble for a short period of time. So I understand that. However, Winter is fishing. Winter is fishing for somebody to feel that same kind of pain that she feels right now. And when you divorce, it's a healing process. That healing does not happen overnight. You might be done mentally, but the healing to disconnect from the things that your spouse has loved at some point, liked at some point, the things that you have learned about them and forgot about yourself, we don't try to make it happen, but we do, right? So until you detinglize all that stuff that you have learned to be a part of your spouse's life, unfortunately, that's the way it's going to go, right? So that's why I say Winter brought it up because she wanted those two wives to feel what she felt. Unfortunately, because she is telling the truth, Winter needs to mind the business that pays her and let them women worry about their own marriage. She also needs to leave Monique alone because she's not for her. Say it again, Tamika. Monique ain't for nobody. Did y'all hear her say she came back to reality TV because she thought it would save? She knew it would save Monique. Reality, the pouring your life out in front of the world is going to save your marriage. I beg to differ. How about you pup? You go. You don't reality. Listen, I can't even get the words out of my mouth. Reality TV was not going to save you. If anything, is going to be more harm because now they're going to see how much of a dummy they was playing for you, and now they're going to boss up and be the man that God has equipped them to be. So really, it might destroy you with anything. He like this whole little puppet. Like he just kept like, yeah, bro, don't do that. Like she has showed him how to behave himself in the camera eye. And did you see like when Irena didn't like at first Irena was speaking for herself, but after that recess when they went backstage, Irena started to like pacify him and strike his ego, like, yeah, you did good. Yeah, you did this. Yeah, you did that. And I'm like, bro, like, first of all, you don't have to change your demeanor to make him feel like you team him. If you wrong, you wrong. I ain't rubbing your leg. I'm not. No, we're not doing no special treats at night. And then Jamie turned around and no, Quicksilver turned around and was like, I just want to know when the last time y'all had sex. That wouldn't even been a question that I asked. Why are you in my bedroom? You talking about the last time that we had sex? They struggling clearly because Irena don't have a voice. She ain't letting them eat the box, as she said. Oh, I'm letting them eat the box. She ain't letting them eat the box. He ain't beat for it, and he looked like he out there getting it from somewhere else. But I digress. Y'all stop playing with me. And Monique ain't for nobody. You right about that. Phenomenal black woman. I'm licensed too, but that doesn't mean you'll be able to use it. You don't know what someone else knows, so don't think you can't disarm on how the guts to or have the guts to use it. Okay, you was atting her. Okay. All right. I didn't know what you was coming from. I was like, huh? Okay. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. All right. I'm like, what? Wait a minute. What I say? All right. Let's see, Miss Linda. What you talking about? It's allegedly that someone has footage of the fight. Somebody else said that in my comments, Miss Linda. They said they had the footage of the fight. I don't want to see it, but y'all know, y'all tell me what it was like. I can't watch it because my stomach still can't stand stuff like that. But I do want to know like how it went down. I ain't gonna lie to you. I do want to know. My younger cousin lives in DMV, and Quick is out here tricking. You can tell it. Is it? I'm gonna say Johnson because I don't want to butcher your name. Johnson, you can tell. I'm gonna say that with my mic to my lip. Hello, testing, testing, 1, 2. Listen, of course he's out here tricking. Ashley got too much time to be in the comments. You should see her on Twitter. She and everybody comments. She got too much time to be in the comments. She do too much defending, deflecting, always talking, and he always trying to strike her ego like she this number one person. We know it's not like that, okay? He's striking your ego so you don't feel left out or you don't feel the things that he has done to you thus this far. Even if you didn't have a cousin that lived there, let me tell you something. That's obvious. He is a trick from another town, okay? He is out here tricking them spades. He is out here and everybody punani. That man is something sick about him. He on Martel level, okay? He wants to control it. He wants to get it from somewhere else. And I don't, something tells me that she has the mind of a 12-year-old that she would let him trick right in front of her. Did you hear when she said, I could be right there? Hell, he poured juices and drinks in people's mouth, but I do that too. Now you're making excuses for the things that he done. Talk about you incorporate yourself in it. I digress. I believe he right there in front of her tricking. Judy, hello. Just subscribe. Welcome. Is it Natalie? No, I'm going Spencer. I'm gonna say Spencer because y'all know I'll butcher it. Spencer, welcome, welcome. If you guys are here and didn't hit the like button, click out of the chat and hit it as we speak because we got a couple more things we're gonna cover. Then we're gonna jump off and we're gonna listen to these YouTube streets all day until we come back tomorrow when we check it down. Because until we get to our 1,000 subscribers, we're gonna be here every day. And hell, I might just be here every day because I love to chat. Okay. Winter is messy to me, just like Monique. I used to like her on Real Housewife of Potomac, but now she seems too mean and just ill. Yet, lesson. Let me tell you something. Ugh, yes, that's the right word for that. Ugh, disgusting. Monique really don't want to be married no more. She just knows that it would make her look worse than what she's already doing. So she's holding on to him because he loves her unconditionally, right? She don't really want him. I think that he took a lot of her years away from her, and I believe she wasn't able to be a youth, right? I believe she wasn't able to experience life as much as she could. Um, and just like when they asked that question, like, would you guys be together if you know what you know now? And Monique was like, no. He was like, yes, but Monique was like, no. I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings, but you wouldn't be my first choice because I felt like it took too much out of me to groom you to be who you are, and that was an honest choice for her. But I believe that she don't want to be with him. I believe it's convenient and it's comfortable for her, so that's why she's still there. I honestly agree. Winter is messy to me, just like Monique. I used to like her. Oh, we read that one. I'm sorry. Hi, Sheila. How are you? My goddaughter only messed with married men in Baltimore, and she was married. I mean, murdered. Murdered. I don't know how the heck I got that. Murdered. Judy, wow. That was like a slap across the wrist, okay? But you see how dangerous it can get? Was her murder, and you can tell me to mind my business if you want to, but was the murder connected to her messing with married men? Let us know because I want to speak on something, but I don't want to speak on on it too fast because that may not be your. But like I said, we don't know how to what extent somebody will go over their man, right? Or over their woman. Somebody will hurt you. That's why it's not funny. So for the ones that jump in my chat, like I can't believe you was making fun of somebody getting into a fight. I'm not making fun of her getting into a fight. What I'm saying is when you're when you're on your live and you're bragging about you sleeping with somebody else's husband, you deserve what's going to come to you. Unfortunately, it came to a fight that hospitalized you. No, I don't wish that kind of thing on nobody. However, next time it might not be a hospitalization, it might be a funeral home. So you have to be careful of what you're willing to sacrifice and what you're willing to do for the clout, the fame, and the fortune. That's all I'm saying. Arionna knows what Jamie is doing in these streets. Yeah, she know. When she started to rub his leg and pacify him and stroke his ego, like, yeah, babe, you're doing good. Her whole demeanor changed from backstage until like the new, like the next segment of the reunion. And I'm like, why did you change your demeanor? You were speaking your piece, you were being who you were getting your voice back, you were saying what your experience was for you. And he didn't get a right to take that from you, but you allow him to because that's what you're used to doing, giving him your word choices, allowing him to control how you do it. And for him to say, like, you keep playing with me with these TV people, I'm telling you what's going to happen. I'm telling you, you're going to wake a beast that, who are you talking to, bro? You ain't talking to me. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Hey, at Sassy, where's she at? Miss Carter is saying hello. Still a cold case after 4 years. Wow. Wow. I'm so sorry to hear that. But yeah, like I was saying, that's, you know what I mean? It's to what extent will somebody go? And I pray that you guys get justice for, for that. But and no shade to your niche, it's just a sad situation, and we don't oftentimes know how deep or how far somebody will go, but you have to always think the worst in every situation because you just don't know, honey. They be out here wilding for their mans, okay, or for their woman. Martel is disgusting and a narcissist to the 10th power. He will damage any woman that he gets involved with. Sheree will be his next victim. Absolutely, she will be his next victim, and she knows it too, but she don't mind. Did y'all see what Tyrone said that she knew everything that was happening? She knew everything that was going to happen. Not only did she know that he was not coming, she knew that he couldn't film. He's saying like, look, I could have met up with you like we normally do without the cameras because we can get away with that. Nobody could say I was here or there, you was there or there. You know what I mean? But you wanted to bring these cameras for this showboat and stuff because you don't got no storyline. He like that was whack and corny, and I think so too. She was doing anything to say he's coming. So now y'all done painted this man out to be like he stood her up, and I don't believe he was all 100% with her. Don't get me wrong, but I believe he found out her true colors once the cameras got around, and he really wasn't for all that. You know what I mean? I don't think he was team her from the beginning, but I've also learned that he's going to be, put it this way, he only wanted to deal with her off camera, and when she put them cameras in the face, I believe it changed to something else. Hey baby, how are you? What you doing in this chat? I told you this chat ain't for you. Get your butt up out of here. I done told y'all that's another one of mine, y'all. They checking their mom out. That's my little baby there. But that's my youngest son. But he got to get himself up out of here. Get off my he done found me, y'all. He gotta get out of here because this ain't clean enough for him, all right? Destiny claims she will not take where's it at? Why did it skip? Is it let me say Libri? I don't even know how to say it, but I'm gonna say his last name. So he divorced her. Okay. I have it on the tip of my tongue what that word, what his last name is, but I can't pronounce it because my tongue is getting twisted. So Liberix. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. Libretix. Okay. Last name because so that's why he divorced her. I believe it was more than that. I believe he found out that she was financially unstable. I believe that he found out that she has no desire to be pushed upon herself. I believe that she does a lot of leaning on people. I believe that she don't have a drive to do better. When you know better, you do better. And I believe she's very, very, very messy. And I also believe she likes to play in a pond that don't belong to her. But that's my story. That's what I'm sticking to. And I digress, okay? Tisha is a big, not the big face. Trina, stop. Every time I open your, every time I open your message, child, I gotta pace myself because I don't know what the heck is going to say. So I start reading quietly because I'll be like, Trina be saying some crazy stuff on here. I gotta be like, okay, what's she gonna say next? She do got a huge face, don't she? It's wide. She got like a pumpkin face. Talk your stuff. Didn't I tell you to get your stuff off of here? I believe Destiny and Martel have been fooling around. Yes, I digress. The dynamics of their relationship has changed. I believe he was able to woo her, and he likes weak women. He found her at a very vulnerable state when her ding dong that she invested in have left her and divorced her. And I believe Martel has already tapped the sources. I believe he already has some, and that's why she in court because he's threatening her. And this is my opinion. He's threatening her if she don't rock with him that he's going to tell that they slept together. I digress. I believe they already fooled around. Yeah, he's seen it. He knows it. And I just believe he a no nonsense person. He like, man, I ain't with it. I ain't with it. Melanie gave that trifling chick 6K, but she is going to court with hotel. Child, yeah, disrespectful as hell. Disrespectful. So you ain't gonna ride with the one that made sure you can eat, right? You're gonna ride with the one that can't give you a penny to put in your penny bank, right? You corny, but I guess the ding dong, that talks more than loyalty, okay? Because I'm gonna ride with the one that helped me when I ain't have nothing, not the one that's gonna allow me to get a nut. I digress. Nobody's bullying that shutter wine. Like buying, I'm sorry. Nobody's buying that shutter wine for 40. And listen, I saw those prices for $40 a bottle. And let me tell you something, they're gonna sue the hell out of Martel for false advertising and put his name over top of somebody else's wine. They gonna get him. And then he had a nerve to be having a wine tasting, and he had a wine tasting for some wine that didn't belong to him. Everybody that was involved in that is going to hell to jail. I digress. They're going to jail with him. So I hope it was worth it because they're going to sue the hell out of you. And a little bit of funds that you got, you ain't going to have no more. You're going to be paying money, okay? You're going to pay up for what you have done. I told you she's not new to it. She's true to it. This is her MO. Absolutely. The same old stuff, just another day, okay? Same old stuff. All the Martell had to do was humble himself and stay quiet in the background and build his brand. Nope, he wasn't able to do that because he had to say, look at me, pick me. I'm that person. I'm that person. Oh, look at me. He's that kind of bro. Shout me out to the rooftop. Who was Dusty Destiny to testify for someone when she has barely got exactly? Say it again. Is it Bartley? I'm sorry if I butchered it. But listen, say it again. How you gonna go and testify against your homie where you said you had her back because she was right all along? But the moment that she told you to get the hell up from her table, you ain't welcome no here. Now you're gonna go over here with the ding dong that you willingly rode on that belonged to your friend at some point, and you're gonna go talk about him when your house ain't in order. Your house supposed to be in order first before you got on somebody else's. But I digress. Mind your business. See, if your house ain't ordered, that's more of a reason why you should mind your business. But you keep going and going and going because you're comfortable in the mess. But I digress. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go 10 more minutes and then we're gonna wrap it up. Right, coleslaw was tricking backward. Oh my goodness. Y'all got me dying. The fact she's been with him for 7 years, don't own nothing, condo, car, nothing but a baby. Exactly. Baby Knox, okay? She is happy. She be broadcasting Baby Knox across the screen, okay? Baby Knox, all right? I got something I can hold on for a lifetime. Even when he stopped messing with me, even when he don't want nothing else to do with me, even when he tell me, girl, go on about your business, even if he got his mom picking up the baby because he really don't want to see you. Child, she be holding on for life. So you ain't getting nothing but some flowers that you was bragging about. Child, you better go get another investment. Stop playing with me. Cause see, you ain't tight. Like you dismiss me and humiliate me. I'm gonna make sure I take it for everything you got. But that's just me. I digress. He's on Martell level. Yes, he is. Is that Jamie we talking about, Johnson? Or Quicksilver. One of them, yeah, they are definitely on Martell level. They act exactly like him. Very, very controlling. And I could spot controlling from a mile away. He wants child support. He's mad because he has not sharing in Mel's coins. He has no sharing. I get you. He has no sharing in Mel's coins. Absolutely. She says no, thank you. No ham, no turkey, or no bacon. You ain't getting nothing over here. I've been dismissed you from this table. I've been stopped serving you, honey. The moment that you decided that your mistress had more power than me, and you wasn't, a man enough, you shouldn't have been cheating anyway. But you ain't even have enough dignity to use a condom. You done raw dogged her, got her pregnant, came out public with it, introduced my kids to her, and you want some of my coins? No, thank you. Get the hell up from my table. She been dismissed you along with Destiny. But I digress. I digress. Ashley brought up the rumors about Quick First, and Winter said she heard them too. Yeah, she did. I think that is what happened. And Ashley, listen, Ashley is just looking for somebody to broadcast her name and be on reality TV. And she want to be as important as Mel because unfortunately Mel is the star of Love and Marriage Huntsville, and I believe that Monique thought she was going to have that spot, but once production started jumping in on the editing stuff, Monique ain't like that turnout, honey. When Ashley became the star of the show so far, Monique ain't feeling it. You see on the reunion, Monique really, there was no type of nothing on her. Really, they had like two words. There was no storyline for Monique, but I digress. I digress, honey. The energy you put out is what you get back. Say it again. The energy you put out is what you get back. If you a hoe, you're gonna get the whole behavior or the whole reaction, okay? If you're loving and caring, somebody's gonna love and care on you. If you a hoe, they're gonna treat you like a hoe. I agree, 110%. Martel can't stand the fact that Melody divorced him, so now he wants to destroy her. Yeah, but that's going to be impossible to do because she got God on her side. And not only that, she's not playing gut with him. You know what I mean? She's just saying, look, respectfully, these are my kids. I can take better care of them, and you don't got no business with them. I know you. Like, I know you know you. You know what I mean? So she's saying, like, please don't play in my face. I could imagine what that courtroom looked like. He probably got lawyers, people testifying. He probably got his mom, because his mom don't know how to hold him accountable. His mom always trying to, you know what I mean, comfort him. And, it's okay, brother. No, call your son what he is, a whole mess on a cold day. Stop playing with me. Call him what he is. I don't like your mannerism. Tell him he needs to do better. He's been doing this game for a long time. It has not gotten him anywhere and is doing more damage than good. But I digress. Martel white label that wine just like Marcel white label that chocolate in the bottle. Listen, I was wondering that about the chocolate in the bottle. I said when I saw Martell's, when they was talking about Martell's, I said I wonder if the same thing was for the chocolate in the bottle. And they got Tisha face plastered all over that place, like she. What is and this and that's this is why these niggas play with your mind, y'all. Listen to me, hear me out. Oh my God. Marcel do that so Tisha can feed off of it. And she falls into it. She makes me so mad. He only does stuff like that, like plaster her face all over somewhere. Well, I gotta ask my wife to feed her ego, to make her feel like she's more important when he don't even respect her as his wife. So how the hell does he respect her as a business partner? It doesn't work like that. He only does stuff like that so that she can feel like, oh, he's not cheating, and she can get sidetracked from what he's really, really, really doing. She's the dumbest broad in the book. I'm telling you, she's dumb as hell. Okay, listen. I ain't y'all be coming with these comments. Y'all making it hard for me to get off. Who got the video of Arion getting beat the hell by somebody's wife? I want to see it. I haven't seen it yet, but they say it's on this lady's page named New Miss New Knew. And I went on there. If I was on the right page, I didn't see it, but I just like her heard her talking about um like how Ariana was drunk at the club and she must have had something before that because she didn't see nothing. The friend didn't see nothing that Ariana had, and the friend like saw what type of time they was at this club. So she said she got her stuff and got the hell up out of there. But Ariana stayed. So if that was the right page that I was on, I didn't see the video, so maybe it was taken down. But I could have been on the wrong page also. But I digress. Winter actually carried the season. I don't think it's going to be a season 2. At least it's not going to be a season 3. They're going to have to do more than what they came through with, because you see the reunion was so, they didn't even need a part 2. Nothing exciting happened. Y'all could have did that crap in one segment. Stop playing with me. Y'all had us all guessing for nothing. There was fake arguments, fake allegations, nothing really. Y'all all sitting up here with a bunch of controlling men. Nothing really popped off. Like, Carlos so busy trying to get the check that he's not thinking. Yeah, they did go ahead and change the dynamics from Huntsville, but they weren't interested enough for me. They didn't have enough of real life scenarios going on. And anything that they was willing to tell, their husbands have so much control, so they pull back and not give us the real deal. So that's why, I couldn't dig it. That's why I couldn't dig it. Marcel wanted Melody to be the face of a chocolate in a bottle. Disrespectful. Is for real? So you mean to tell me he was going to bypass his wife and he was going to go with Melody? I would have had to decline that offer too. That's a mess waiting to happen. That was going to be a table of dessert all over again, okay? Thank you for subscribing. I try to be. Thank you. I love your commentary. I subscribe, sadly to say, for Mel's children. Unfortunately, Martel is on a fast track to karma. God said to go to Mel Wait until she gives her brother permission to go on her behalf. Say it again. Let me tell you something. Right after this court date, her brother is going to expose Martel and there ain't going to be no resuscitation. He's going to flatline. It's going to be over. He ain't going to be able to come back from it. I believe that brother got so much stuff on Martel, and Martel is so dumb and naive and controlling that he can't even be wise enough and use the wisdom and knowledge that God gives us for free to say, I should probably shut the hell up and go sit in the corner over here and never open my mouth again. Say it again. Only one episode. Listen, I started out like that, and I told you I can't watch a TV show or anything without a behavior, like connecting the behavior or the motives of somebody. It's a pros and a con for me, right? But I like the first episode I watched, I couldn't get with it. So I skipped a bunch of episodes. And then when it got like towards the end and I tapped into some of those behaviors, now I can go and give a reaction to it because now I'm able to coincide with what they're saying. But in the beginning, I couldn't get with it either. I'm with you. It was very hard. Thank Get your butt off here. I was about to say thank you. I done told you leave listen, y'all, because my baby won't get up out these comments. Episode 2, thank you, but you're not supposed to be watching it. It's not for you. Get off of here. But listen, I love you all. If you have not hit the like button, please hit it. If you have not subscribed, please do so now. Go out the chat and subscribe. It will cost you nothing. And I promise you, you will not be disappointed. I will be picking my mods sooner than later, as soon as I hit my 1,000 subscribers. And I am on my way to the fast track. You guys have been more than enough supportive, and I appreciate you all. And I thank you, thank you, thank you. Listen, I know I blew somebody's mind today. It isn't something that you wanted to hear. It isn't something that you wanted to accept. And it wasn't something that you were ready to digest. However, in life, you must make a choice. And those choices may or may not cost you. And you must make sure that the reflection that looks back of you is more pure than the reflection that you have given. Listen, do 5 things for me: to share, to like, to comment, turn your notifications on. Bye.